Yes, 2017, very, very challenging year, a lot going on. I was a VP. They kept moving me around, fixing areas, and I just wasn't happy being constantly on the move.
And me, I was a financial analyst in the automotive field, and they kept laying us off. So I got laid off.
Well, your company was outsourcing.
It was. So what were we going to do?
What were we going to do?
Mm,
Here's what happened. I'm unhappy. I'm working a lot. Like what?
a lot.
A lot. And you are going to be laid off,
Yeah.
and we're about to get married. So we had a really, really in-depth, crucial, critical conversation. How did it go?
I said, if we could do or you could do anything in the world, what would you do?
I said I own a tequila brand, but there is no way we can do that.
And I said, why not?
And I learned. Now, people don't know this. My wife, to this day, right now, is a 19-year pancreatic cancer survivor and a 12-year breast cancer survivor. She lives with a disease called neutropenia. And I just felt, how am I going to tell this beautiful woman that we can't do this when she beat pancreatic cancer? Why not? So after thinking about it, what was the next steps?
So my next step was trying to prove, what I asked. And
I was
so
very, very
skeptical.
hesitant. Yeah,
Yes,
skeptical.
you're
That's a
very
great
skeptical.
word.
So I started calling, I started emailing distilleries to try to find someone who could answer some questions.
How are you calling a distillery in Mexico?
Well, I'm bilingual, so
Oh.
it made it easy for me to speak to them and ask questions. And then actually 2 days later, I came to the distillery that we work with now because we had a great rapport. They started answering my questions right away. Even though I found a distillery, he was still skeptical.
We hadn't tried this tequila. I don't know nothing about it. And as you can see, like our personal bar, I am a
Yeah.
tequila snob. I know a lot about tequila, and I know even more now.
Right, and so I just kept going to try to prove him wrong. I got some samples sent to us.
Yes, so we FedEx got some samples. We had a little party. There was tons of bottles all over the place.
It actually
and
was, yeah.
There really was.
Yeah.
And after the first 10 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, these are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
We got the samples and they were pretty good. What happened next?
So, of course, for any business, foundational, I created a business plan, created a forecast for what we were trying to do, but
Mind you, she did this in all one day. But I said, do you really think that we can do this?
now we didn't have any experience in the liquor industry, but I said, yes, we can.
I mean, we were executive leaders before. We've owned our own companies,
Yeah.
but this was very new. And the liquor industry is very different than anything
Yes.
we've ever done before. Now, if you recall, we said we were going to share a lot, almost
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
with that being said, no, we didn't have any experience in the spirits industry, really didn't know anything. We didn't know shit about it.
No.
However, and here's what we're going to do, we're going to give some business tips. With that being said, we are the type of people, we never let anything stop us. We learn on the fly, we put as much as we can together and we make it happen. There is never a perfect time for anything.
No.
So if we would be waiting for the perfect time or the perfect scenario, Anteel Tequila would not exist.
No. So what we did learn while we were doing this is that we have to work with two governments. We didn't know that.
Didn't know
So
shit.
having to work with the Mexican government and the U.S. government at that time, we had to get our agreement signed, which took forever.
Trademarks.
Right. We were getting all the types of things. So our bottles, our tops, all of those things we had to research.
Yeah, and trust me, when you're looking at a catalog of about 1,000 bottles trying to figure it out, 1,500 different tops, it is a lot. It was overwhelming, but at the same time, it was fun as well
fun.
because we were building our future. We were building a brand from the ground up, and who knew at the time, back in 2017,
Yes.
that the tequila industry was about to explode.
Who knew?
After all of that, how long did it take before we had our first bottle in our hand ready to sell?
We had our first bottle in 11 months, and we heard later that was very fast.
We didn't know. So again,
Didn't
you
know.
don't know what you don't know. We know of brands that have taken 2 to 3, upwards of 5 years to come to market. So 11 months, Yeah, that's something else.
And once we got it in hand, I said, I got it here. Now you got to sell it.
She did. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no experience in liquor sales, but I learned fast, didn't I?
Yes.